Hi there and welcome to another exciting edition of Carol's Kitchen GT, the show. Today I have a very special guest with me. It's none other than Her Excellency, the British High Commissioner, Mrs. Jane Miller.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here, but please just call me Jane.
Well, thank you for inviting us. So today Jane is going to be making what is called a Coronation Quiche, and she'll explain a bit more while she's doing her stuff. Stay tuned.
Friendship is the one thing I could never live without. How long has it been? 15 years? 16 years, girl. We have been friends ever since that day you appeared out of nowhere with my favorite. The good old days. So much has changed. Well, not everything. Igloo ice cream is still our #1 comfort food.
Igloo ice cream. Igloo ice cream.
Igloo ice creams, making moments a magical memory.
Welcome back. First, I'd like to thank our main sponsors, Sterling Products, with Igloo Ice Cream and Golden Cream Margarine as well. So Jane is going to start mixing the pastry dough because we're making a quiche today. She's making the quiche. She's the chef today. I can't wait.
Thank you. So I'm making a quiche.
Right.
So what was interesting is we've just had the coronation of the king, and King Charles chose a recipe to be his big thing for the coronation day. And there was a recipe competition across the UK, and the coronation quiche is what won. Now, the coronation quiche in the UK is with spinach, so we're going to use callaloo.
Right.
And they use beans, and I've decided to use garlic pork. So it's a derivation. It's not a real coronation
Okay, so
quiche.
we're putting a bit of Guyanese flavor into it.
I'm putting a Guyanese twist into the Coronation Quiche quiche.
Great.
So I need about 200 grams of flour and then butter.
We're not using any lard. I know in Guyana, most pastries are made with lard and butter at the same time, which is like shortening.
Yes.
But today we're not using any shortening. We're just using butter and the flour. So that kind of makes the pastry a little lighter, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah. I mean, I like lard in pastry because it makes it go all flaky and yummy. Yes. But it's not healthy.
But we were watching our weight, yes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So
we're being healthy, as usual. We're always trying to do that. But so what we're doing here, Jane is making, you know how you make marbles out of the butter and flour, and then she's going to add cold water. We're going to put that in the fridge for maybe like
20 minutes,
half an hour, and prepare the other stuff.
And the trick with pastry is just to touch it as little as possible.
A little, yes.
If you do too much with it, you get hard pastry. Now we're going to wrap this up and let it rest. Half an hour. So in England we would use normal spinach, but I love the callaloo here. So I'm just going to roughly cut it up. So not super fine, but just a little bit. All right, so put some flour
So we're
down.
getting ready to roll out the pastry dough. It's nice and cool.
So baking beans are ceramic beads, basically.
So they keep the heat and everything. Okay.
There you go. See, feel it.
So I myself am still learning. I've never seen these before.
Okay, and that will stay there for about 10 minutes. So I'm now going to just put some onions, just soften them up.
So Jane is sauteing some onions, and then we have some callaloo or spinach.
So we'll just give them a few minutes. Right.
So did you cook anything special to watch the coronation?
I made the quiche.
You made
Coronation
okay,
quiche.
great.
Yeah. Right, if you look here, the callaloo has just started to boil.
Right.
Okay, that's a mixture of cream and milk, half and half, and a couple of eggs. So I might put the third one, 3 eggs. Give a quick
Got your cheese here for you.
super. And I do like black pepper. So now I've put
Move away these.
half the cheese at the bottom, and then this is the onion and the garlic pork. Now put the spinach on the top.
Have you ever had this in a drink, like a juice?
I have,
Like one of
yes.
those green juices?
I'm not terribly into it. My daughter likes green juices.
I do.
It's
I
not-
like
you
them a
like
lot.
them?
Yes.
They're good for you, very good for you. All right, put the other half of the cheese on top.
Starting to look. I'm getting excited now. You guys know how I get excited when I have to try something for the first time. And the cheese. Me and this cheese, I gotta stop.
It's good though, isn't
Do you
it?
like lots of cheese? I love lots of cheese, so
I
I try
love
to not
cheese.
have it a lot, like very often.
And you can buy this
Yeah.
really good Coombe Castle cheese at Massey now. So that's what we use. There you go.
So what this mixture does, for those of you who doesn't know, it kind of combines everything together and brings everything together. So when you cut the quiche, you get like a slice. It looks like a slice of cake or a slice of pie. So some people call this a pie actually, and
flan.
flan, or some people call it a quiche. So different countries, we call it different things, of course.
And I think that's enough, otherwise it's going to whelm everywhere.
It's gonna bubble over.
Right, and now
So we're ready to pop
goes
that in the oven?
In the oven.
It's here! Igloo Ice Cream Fruit Bars. 4 mouth-watering flavors. Mango, pineapple, strawberry, and soursop. A beautiful combination of real fruit and igloo ice cream. Go old school with Fluty Popsicle. Classic flavors and refreshing goodness. Available at Igloo outlets and all your favorite shops.
With 70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
Welcome back. Again, I'd like to thank our main sponsor, Sterling Products. And we've done baking the quiche. Jane has done a fantastic job. It looks so beautiful. It smells so delicious in here. Her handsome husband, Rob. Oh, Rob. Okay. And that's short for
Robert.
Robert. My brother's name is Robert. So he's decided to join us. Earlier, when we were not on camera, Jane offered us this chutney. It's made with mangoes from her backyard. And I tried it, so now she's suggesting I try it with the quiche, so I'll put it on top here. And she'll tell you a bit more about what she did in the process. It's really delicious. It's something different from what we are accustomed to here in Guyana.
So it's a mango chutney, but it's made with wari peppers from Region 1.
Okay.
So Annette Tajon gave me a bag of them about a few months ago, and I didn't get round to doing anything. And last weekend, I made it into a chutney. So it's got almost half a bag of them in.
Wow.
So it's quite strong.
It was.
With mangoes from the garden. So you've got the heat from the chili, but then the sweetness from the mangoes. Delicious.
So
right,
were they sweet mangoes or the green ones?
Sweet mangoes. Yeah.
All right. So we'll go ahead and have a taste. This looks so delicious. And it has all my favorite ingredients. Pork, cheese, and spinach. Here goes.
Wow. Really good.
It's yummy. And the garlic pork isn't too overpowering, is
No.
it? No, it's really yummy.
Not at all. It's really, it's something that's like, it's a new taste for me then. Which is good because I like to try new stuff. So Jane, I can tell from this pie you're an excellent cook.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So since you've been in Guyana, what Guyanese dishes have you learned to cook?
I've learnt to make well, you've got the garlic pork in here, and I can make pepper pot. But I haven't made roti yet, and I haven't made cook-up.
Well, next week we're going to do some cook-up. I'll come back, I'll show you how. And at some point, are you taking the challenge with the roti?
Oh, I don't know, that sounds hard. But the cook-up
Well,
sounds
I'll help
really
you along.
good.
I'll
Okay,
help
you'll
you
have
along
to
with the
help me.
roti too, but you know, we can do that when you have time again.
Maybe I'll make pesto and bread with you next time.
Sure, definitely.
Okay, it's a challenge.
Anytime, it's a challenge. Okay, so we've come to the end of this episode. The next episode, we're going to be doing the cook-up rice.
Brilliant.
We'll decide what meats and the beans and everything that we'll use, and then we'll do that. But before we go, just want to thank our sponsors again, Sterling Products, with Igloo Ice Cream and Golden Cream Margarine. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and come back next week to see Jane and I make cook-up rice.